Have you ever read a story that just grabs you and makes you feel like you are right there in the moment? Well, today we're going to uncover the secret sauce that makes those stories so powerful, and more importantly, how you can use it to make your own stories really connect with people. To show you exactly what I mean, let's just start with an experience. Just listen. I stood there, book bag slipping off one shoulder, staring at a neighborhood I didn't know. You know that feeling? When everything looks unfamiliar, the houses are different, the trees are wrong, just total confusion. And then that little wave of panic starts to hit. This wasn't my stop. I look up, and the bus is just this little yellow speck way down the road. The driver had already driven off. I am completely and totally alone.
That panic really starts to bubble up inside. I wanted to scream, but I was too scared. The fear was so big, it felt like it just stole my voice.
But then, right in the middle of all that quiet fear, a voice cuts through. "You okay, kid?" And it was the man from the bakery, a familiar face. He was holding out a phone and a bag of warm rolls. It was just kindness, standing right there in front of me.
I couldn't even get words out, so I just nodded, and the tears and the relief all mixed together into something I'd never really felt so strongly before. I was safe.
So, how did that little story make you feel? Maybe a little anxious at the start? Hopefully a little relieved at the end? Well, that journey of feelings, that emotional roller coaster, it's created on purpose using two really key tools. So, how does that magic actually work? Well, it all comes down to two things. First up, you've got voice. Think of voice as the writer's personality. It's who they are on the page. In the story we just heard, the voice was honest. It was personal. Then, you've got tone. Tone is the attitude or the emotion for a specific moment. The tone in our story started out scared, and then it shifted to relieved. So put it this way, voice is the who, and tone is the how they feel right now. A writer's voice might always be funny, but their tone can switch from happy to serious in the very next sentence. All right, think you've got a handle on it? Let's put it to the test. I'm going to show you a sentence, and let's see if you can nail the tone. You ready? Okay, here's the first one. I couldn't stop smiling. It was better than ice cream on a hot day. So what's the feeling here? Is the tone joyful, nervous, regretful, or mysterious? Take a second and pick one. Yes, that is absolutely a joyful tone. You can practically feel the sunshine in those words, right? Great job. Ready for another one? Okay, here's the next one. I'll never forget the silence that followed. I could feel my heart drop. Whoa, a very, very different feeling here. So what's the tone for this one? Joyful, nervous, regretful, or mysterious? Think about that heart drop feeling.
You got it. The tone is nervous, maybe even leaning towards fear or a little bit of dread. See how just a few words can create such a powerful and specific emotion? That is the power of tone. Now let's see how this builds into something even bigger. So why are we talking about all this? Because voice and tone, they aren't just for professional writers. They are for every single one of us. The way you tell your story, it has real power. You know, this verse from Psalm 107 says, "Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story." It reminds us that we are all called to be storytellers. Our experiences, our journeys, they're meant to be shared. And how we share them really, really matters. And you know, we have the ultimate example of this. Jesus was an absolute master storyteller. He could be serious and firm when confronting the Pharisees, then turn around and be so gentle and loving with children. He even used humor. I mean, come on, a camel going through the eye of a needle? His voice and his tone were always perfectly matched to his message and to his audience. So here's the crucial point, the real truth to remember. How we speak reveals our heart. It's not just about telling a good story. It's about becoming a trustworthy storyteller. When we use our voice with wisdom and with kindness, people don't just hear our words, they feel the truth behind them. So now it's your turn. I've got a quick little challenge for you. Go ahead and grab a piece of paper or open a new note on your phone. First, choose a short moment from your life, anything at all. Step 2, write just 3 or 4 sentences about it. And here's the third and most important step. Really focus on creating a clear voice and a specific tone. Try being silly or really serious or just purely joyful. Go on, give it a shot. And as you do that, remember the heart behind all of this. Learning a skill like storytelling is fantastic, but it's most powerful when it's guided by a good heart. After all, education without morality, well, it can actually cause harm. Being smart just isn't enough. We have to use that intelligence to make wise and kind choices. And that's how we find real peace, by connecting our skills to a higher purpose. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Every time you share a piece of your life, you're doing so much more than just talking. Your story reveals your heart. So the question is, what will yours say?